What is going on, guys? Line right back here today with another Marvel Strike Force video. So we had just finished and we got our 7th star for Old Man Logan. Super excited about that. It took us a long time, a lot of resets, and it was enjoyable. It was in-game content that was actually challenging. It wasn't just build these teams and you win. Like most of the teams that we have are level 100 or like level 95. So this was a really good in-game content. So I wanted to kind of go over what all of our teams were, kind of what the nodes were and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. Um, so let's start off with kind of just the top row. So Apocalypse we use for the villain. Maxim anyway, we have Gear 19, Black Knight, MVP of Node 2. We'll get into that more. But we have everything maxed for him. And then we have Super Scroll. You will not be able to get the 7th star without Super Scroll. I'm just gonna go ahead and point that out there. He's the MVP. Gambit, we'll go over there in a minute. Old Man Logan, same thing. Spider-Man Noir, as you can see, we only did the passive. He's level 100, gear 18. Void Knight, level 100, gear 18. Ghost Spider, level 95, gear 18. Just the passive and the basic. Leader, we had level 96. We were struggling with one of the Cabal nodes, so we bumped them all up one additional level to help us get that little bit extra damage that we needed, and it worked out marvelously. Like, we cleared the node immediately after that. Namor for Cabal, Iron Patriot Cabal, Photon we used in the Cosmic Bio section. We pulled 2 diamonds on her randomly, so that was nice. Spider-Man Pav, who is level 100. So all the Spider Society is at least level 100 other than Ghost Spider. Peter B. Parker. Penny Parker. So if you notice, we have everything maxed on her. Her basic, pretty much all of our attacks are really useful in everything we're dealing with. Her basic clears positive effects. And then both her special and her ultimate stun people, which is super nice. And then Peter B. Parker's special, it actually clears all positive effects. Supposedly, that's where some of the RNG comes in because there's resistance and stuff like that, which is really frustrating. And then we have the luxury of having Gladiator. We had enough power cores that we were able to pull him. We got lucky with some pulls. And so we brought him to level 100. We're going to take him into Dark Dimension 7, and it's going to be awesome. And then Nova, we took into Dark Dimension 6. I'm not sure we're going to be taking him into Dark Dimension 7 just because of the osmium crunch, but was great for this Cosmic Bio section. Captain Carter, probably could get away with her. With her being gear 17, I really like the special being upgraded here. Cosmic Ghost Rider, you could go higher with him. It's like Black Knight and then Cosmic Ghost Rider are the main champions of the team, and Cosmic Ghost Rider gets slotted into some other teams just because he has the stun on his special, which he starts with, all the traumas, bleeds, and then the stun with his ultimate. And then Mr. Fantastic, he was a backup option for the Cosmic Bio section. And then Captain America, good tank. Basically the 3-piece of him using his taunt and getting some safeguard and other things up like that helps our Black Knight survive a little bit longer to be able to do other things. Black Bolt is a flex option if you don't have any of those other things. Starbrand, I think I should have left him at level 80, tier 15. He didn't do anything, honestly. I brought him up originally thinking maybe I have to do something with him. Loki, we have Loki built up to level 75 only for the raids, but you have to have him for this, although you could probably have him at level 1 if you don't have him already leveled up. And then Silver Surfer is not part of it. Ultimus isn't part of it. These are just all my favorites that I've been working on. Emma Frost, as you can see, level 1. So let's go over into the section, kind of talk about what we had to do. So you can, as you can see, we 9-noded it. We got 14 million. You only need 13.5 million to get the 7-star unlock. So let's see, get me to first node. Okay, so no restrictions. If you're going for the 7-star, just throw your Extreme X-Men, your Old Man Logan, and press Sim. When we were going for the 6-star unlock, so our Old Man Logan was only 4 stars at that point, we did the same thing, was able to press Sim, and was able to just go on our merry way. Node 2 is the uh, Cosmic Bio section. Nope, I lied. That's Node 3. Node 2 requires Out of Time. So the biggest thing here is to start off with, let's see if I can, oh, it doesn't show you the enemies that's part of it. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, special onto Wong. Ability block Doctor Strange with Black Knight. Do some other miscellaneous attacks. When Wong is not stunned anymore, stun him again with Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then you'll knock out the wave on the right with Black Knight's ultimate. And then this is where some of the RNG factors. You need the Emmas, the Madeline Priors to spawn directly next to Strife. And then you've got to Captain America ultimate to clear the taunt and then try to contain the Madeline Priors as best you can. And then hopefully they hit something that doesn't really matter. As long as your Captain Carter stays alive, you're able to revive them back. And then try to take out the Emma Frost. And then eventually Void Knight and the Anti-Venoms are going to spawn. Try and take out the Anti-Venoms first. Yes, Void Knight, contain him a little bit, maybe getting like an ability block on him with Black Knight. But the sooner you get rid of the Anti-Venoms, the sooner those heals go away. So then you have the Cosmic Bio section. So again, this is mostly the Super Scroll show. If I'm not mistaken, we start off with this team specifically. We go Nova Special into the, like, it's the back left corner, whoever has the taunt over there. Then we go Super Scroll Special onto the Nemesis. And then the Void Knight ultimate onto Lady Deathstrike. Then Photon Special onto the Nemesis. I'm doing this all from memory. So if this shows you how many times I had to like do some restarts and stuff like that, that's not a good sign that I had to just do this like that. Then start doing your Super Scroll basics onto like the left and right side. It's Blob. That's the taunter. Kind of just clearing up, getting as much like spread damage like from left to right or right to left as you can. And then the next little wave drops. If you can time it so that way you can make the Archangel super low before the Apocalypse goes, but then you're going to want a Super Scroll Special, get the Exposed onto Apocalypse, and basically just start wailing at the Apocalypse until it dies. It's going to take you a few tries to do it, but that's kind of what I go for there. Hero skill. So you can see I did some sack attacks. I did 3 sack attacks, basically to clear the lizards and the Craven specials and ultimate. There is still one lizard special that we left, and we made sure it's the one in the middle. And this is the node that took me 5 ever to do, is the basic from Penny and the special from Peter B have to be able to clear a lot of the death proofs and the taunt to be able to control things accordingly. Then at one point, I know you have to ability block Doc Ock to make sure he doesn't spawn anything, but you have to try and knock out everything kind of at the same time, so that way the Spider Slayers don't drop at the same time the lizards drop, because then you have to take care of the Spider Slayers as fast as you can. So like saving your Pav ultimate and stuff like that there is not bad. And then once you clear a few more people, then Vulture drops, which is gonna rewind you and stuff, which is super annoying. He's not too big of an issue because you have Black Knight, but the moment that Green Goblin Classic drops, that's where things start to become super chaotic. So you need to be able to at least save one of your one of your Penny Parker's special or ultimate to be able to stun that thing. But you're not going to get far if you haven't already killed the spider slayers. Again, this took me multiple, like, I don't even want to count how many days I've been trying to do it. But after that, go to the villain section, bring Apocalypse, bring Super Scroll, bring your Cabal, um, Super Scroll, go Burr, Apoc, go Burr. I think I just used most of my basics. No, I used one special from Iron Patriot because I remember I didn't have it in the beginning for the next node. So then after that, you have 7-star Cabal, Emma, and Loki. So make sure this is kind of, you spread out your um Cabal team to like the far left, the middle, and the right, so that way they're not getting hit by AoE attacks. Because you don't really care about your Loki, you definitely don't care about your Emma. So I remember I started off with the Loki special onto Peter B. Parker. I don't think anything really happens, but then I followed up with the Iron Patriot ultimate on it, get that stun there, and then the Namor ultimate onto Vol. From there, I cleaned up Peter B. Parker, and then I started focusing a little bit on the Penny, trying to mitigate for when she would bring that next stun. You have to also watch out for Beta Ray Bill, because his ultimate will clear a lot of your effects and be super annoying. Um, from there, like after a few of those guys die, the next node drops or next wave drops, and it's kind of the same thing. You've got to stop the Vol. I wasn't worried about the Spider Weaver that dropped, honestly. I thought the charges were going to be really annoying, and then all my attacks were still hitting, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to complain. Um, but yeah, watch out for the Vols. The Vols are going to hurt. Penny, Peter, and even the Beta Bill are probably the most annoying thing. But this took us not nearly as long, but it took me some time to do this one. So if you have any questions, comment down in the comments below, and I will do the best I can. So here we did 2 sack attacks, trying to weed out the I never thought I'd say this, the Abomination ultimates, and I think one of the specials, as well as some of the other specials from some of the other characters and ultimates, because they just kept knocking out my team immediately because we're squishy. I don't know. I also found out that, as you can see, it's full Spider Society here. This went so much better using full Spider Society than it did going for with Black Knight instead of Ghost Spider. So the absorbing men are super annoying because they're just constantly putting up buffs, clearing their debuffs and stuff like that. So I tried to take down the Brawn first. From there, I kind of started trying to focus on the the absorbing mans then. And then the next wave dropped. It was like a bunch of Hulks and stuff like that. Wasn't too worried about that. Kind of just cleaned those up, did some stuns where I needed. But the last 2 things that spawn are Kang and Red Hulk. Make sure you save one of your Penny Parkers for the yes, either one of them. Both of them preferably, but at the end fight, you don't always want to be using your like AoE attacks and like splash damaging onto the Red Hulk. You want to make sure, like I even did some basics just to try and clean up some of the other people before I even got to Red Hulk. We got a stun on Red Hulk. He cleansed that off. We survived a lot of the Kang. We survived a Kang ultimate, which I was really surprised about. But we slowed him down as best as we could. But he cleanses his stuff with his passive, so it's not super. It's beneficial to maybe get his stun, but like an ability block, don't bother doing it. But then the ability block on the Red Hulk, and then we kind of just powered our way through it. The evades from Ghost Spider were really nice there. I'm not gonna lie. So overall, I think the big MVP from for the hero skill is probably Penny. I think mine was only 5 stars, and I wish I mean, I'm farming her every day in the Cosmic Crucible store, trying to go from there. But then the last node was the villain section. Again, just bring your Apocalypse, Sus, and Scroll, call it a day, and go ahead and get your unlock. Don't even have to bother doing this last node, which is super nice. Oh, one thing I failed to do at the beginning. These are the mods that I used. Uh, so not a whole lot of mods. Berserker Barrage, Fortune Fire, and World at War gives you your Cosmic Crucible abilities and your war abilities. And then whenever you defeat a character, we are able to get a little bit of speed bar. Um, so the only time that's really unfortunate was in the Cabal Loki Emma section when it's against you when your Emma dies, but like that's one time, whereas like you're trying to kill a bunch of them all the time. Um, so if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.